Hey guys, what's going on? It's Steve Cronin here, doing a very spontaneous live broadcast. In fact, I actually didn't really think much about what I was going to say at all before I started recording this. So just like to do the general intro, if it is your first time here watching this channel, I just want to let you know that it's all about how to increase your focus and productivity in your professional life. That can sometimes involve using things like supplements to increase focus, daily routines. I work at a standing desk, so different tools available to that are non-drug related, so on and so forth. But this video really is more of like a vlog, I just want to say. Just more of like a discussion with y'all. In fact, I'm going to pull up the live chat here on YouTube, since this is a live stream, and I'll pull up the chat so we can kind of hang out for a little bit and we can talk to each other. So, I mean, the thing is, like, I always, YouTube / Google changes their UI so much that I never know where to go. Here we go, live chat, open in a new window. Super chat, open a new window, okay. So I have to have two separate chats for this. Interesting. Well, here we go. So, Johnson A says, best sleep chat. Best sleep, what's a sleep chat? You gotta put me in here. All right, guys, so Jeremy says hello from Minnesota. Hello, Jeremy. All right, first things first, I got some housekeeping. If y'all watching want to give this broadcast a thumbs up, I don't know how long I'm gonna broadcast for, but if you hit that like button, as I'm broadcasting, more people will be, this video will circulate, this live stream will circulate to more people, which I think is a good thing, because I want to talk to y'all directly. Johnson says, I meant to say best sleep stack. Oh, yeah. Check out my YouTube video. I have a YouTube video called like the top 5 tips for getting a good night's sleep or something. And in the description of that video, I'm pretty sure is a link to a book by Timu on sleep. And Timu runs a biohacking center out in Finland. If the link isn't there, you can, if you go to hackingfocus.com, which is my website, and download that free ebook that I make available. I kind of like send out weekly emails, and one of them that you get is a link to Timu's book. So, live show. Gonna drink some water. All right. So, as some of y'all may or may not have noticed, like the past few months, I have been incredibly sporadic about uploading videos, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. Some of them have just kind of come to light recently for me. To go back even further, I started this YouTube channel, youtube.com/Steve Cronin, in like 2008, maybe, and it started just kind of like as a vlog. I started watching YouTube videos in like 2005 when I lived in Buffalo, New York, when I was 18 years old. And I just, became enamored by, but back then YouTube wasn't owned by Google, and the kind of tagline was like, broadcast yourself. So who knows, like people didn't know what to use YouTube for. And so, I got enamored by some YouTubers like Ian Crossland, for example. Yaha says, hello from Chechnya. Hello. Yahya. Yahya. Unsure how to pronounce that one. So I was enamored by some YouTubers, like Ian Crossland is one example. And I just was watching a lot of YouTube videos, especially in like 2006, 2007, 2008, especially when I had the Lyme disease. And I didn't start posting videos until maybe around 2008, 2009. On this channel, I actually have like I have like over 400 videos. I think just under 400 of them are public, because I post like unlisted videos sometimes for various reasons. Like yesterday I made a video about something that was kind of like only relevant for a day, and then I made that video unlisted after. So I just started making kind of like vlogs and stuff. And if you go way back in time on my channel, you can see me in like 2008, 2009 with like super long hair, highlights, wearing like band t-shirts and stuff. It's quite embarrassing, but that content's still there. About 2 years ago, I kind of rebooted this channel and, added some like branding, like wrote a book about like, and because I really wanted to kind of narrow this platform to talk about like cognitive enhancement, to talk about things like nootropics, talk about things about how to increase focus in your life, increasing productivity. And that's a conversation I've been having on YouTube for about 2 years. And it's been fun, right? Like, I mean, like Vice picked up an article, did a feature on me, was on some podcasts. And so I was actually just on a podcast the other week, but I don't think it's going to release until January. And so it's been a cool conversation that I've kind of, like a community I've kind of entered into in a more public way, because this is, you know, the nootropics community I've been interfacing with, I guess for about 10 years. So, but in a more public way, I've been having that conversation. For those of you just joining us, wow, we're already 5 minutes in. Maybe this is going to be like a 10-15 minute live stream. For those of you just joining us, if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, hitting that like, so this live stream while I'm broadcasting can circulate to more of my subscribers and more people can see it, because this is a message that I want to kind of, this is really, this video, and thanks for the likes by the way, this video is more to talk to y'all who are subscribers to my channel. This video is less about like other people finding me for the first time, I suppose, which I guess most of my videos are. Like if I do a review on something, it'd be like other people are gonna find that and then, you know, choose whether they want to subscribe or not. But this is more kind of like a vlog, I suppose, just like a chat. You know, I did start a series on my channel called Jeremy says, "Good luck for the back. Thank you for the background. Good luck with everything." Thanks, Jeremy. Still have more background to give. Okay, so I'm gonna get back on topic here. I like to, you know, sometimes it's quite funny actually, because when I make more relaxed videos like this that aren't really planned out, I'll see y'all in the comments, and rightfully so, be like, "Steve, why do you ramble? You have a YouTube channel about focus. Why don't you focus on your content and your message?" And it's quite funny because, you know, making YouTube videos in a way is creative work. And the state of mind, at least for me, required to do creative work is pretty much the opposite of focus. Creativity for me, that process is more about having lots of ideas in your head at once, more about rambling, jumping from like point to point. This is why people who are like horribly anxious, like myself, can sometimes be more creative, right? And that's a pretty big generalization, but it's a methodology I like. Anyway, so 2 years having this conversation about nootropics, and it's been great, and I'm still gonna do it. This is, you know, this video is entitled "I'm Back from a Long Break." It's not entitled "I'm gonna stop everything," right? But you know, I did notice something, which is, and I have this series on my channel called Steve Cronin After Dark, and I'll probably go into more detail about it there, because I'm gonna need like an hour probably to tell this story effectively, and that's something I've been dealing with. Like I want to do more vlog type stuff, and I was like, well, it's not really appropriate for this channel. Do I need to start a YouTube channel? Do I have time to start a second YouTube channel? I haven't really announced this yet, but I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Steve Cronin, that I just made. And I was thinking about maybe having like exclusive vlog videos available there. But yeah, I haven't really, I probably won't announce a Patreon for like another week or so, just to kind of get back in the roll of things. But it is a page that is live and I did create. But anyway, so one thing that I've noticed, and I'm going to make a Steve Cronin After Dark episode about this, I suppose. One thing that I think I've been going through, and the reason why I needed to take such a long break and not post videos regularly like I used to, was because I realized that there's more than one type of focus, I suppose. There is an element of focus that cannot be achieved if you have a lot of distractions in your own mind relating to unresolved issues in your life. Another way of saying that is if you have mental issues, or maybe, illness is probably a really strong word to use, but if you have mental issues or mental illnesses or mental problems, oftentimes those will act as a barrier to focus. And some people don't have that barrier and other people do. And so I've been really open about like my chronic anxiety. It's something that I experience every day. And one thing that I have come to terms with is that I have actually been letting my anxiety get in the way of focus, and this anxiety comes from a lot of like childhood trauma that I haven't really yet addressed, or have just actually recently starting to address the past couple of weeks. And what happens, at least in my experience, is when you have a bunch of issues in your mind that you kind of don't think about or you don't address in a serious way or in a complete way, then those issues will start to kind of grow, at least in my experience, and eventually kind of like take over your life. And then consciously you'd be like, what is happening? Like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel that way? And your subconscious mind is influencing you heavily because you have this kind of like shadow material, right? Carl Jung shadow material that is affecting you. And as I've been getting older, I've been noticing that I think the source of my anxiety has to do with events that have happened to me when I was like, a child and haven't like been addressing. And if I continue to address them, then I will come out the other end having more focus, having more productivity, right? And I don't know if this is relatable to any of y'all. I mean, y'all are still watching, I see, but the chat is pretty inactive. So I hope it's relatable, or at least makes sense. What I'm saying makes sense. But this is kind of like the reason why I've been not MIA, because I've still been posting videos, but this is the reason why I've been kind of inconsistent the last several months. I would parallel this experience to, when I had Lyme disease. There was something physically wrong with me and my brain was not functioning properly. So coming out of that experience, when I got my functionality back physiologically, I was able to kind of like focus again, right? And I think now in this parallels in a different way, now that I'm starting to realize why I have this chronic anxiety, overcoming that, I'll be even more focused and more productive, right? So I'm learning that, I guess in short, mental issues contribute to a lack of focus in a significant way, where, as does nootropics contribute, as does like diet and exercise and all the things that I talk about on this channel. So that's pretty just it. So I got through this in like 12 minutes, right? In a deeper sense, I will explore this more on like the Steve Cronin After Dark, potentially on the Patreon page. But I do kind of want to keep this channel mostly for having valuable, searchable content for y'all, and then keep my personal commentary / shenanigans for those who want to hear it, probably in a different place, whether it is an irregular series on this channel called Steve Cronin After Dark, which is essentially when I get off work at 11 p.m. I just go live until I get tired. Or on the patreon.com/Steve Cronin. I'm still trying to figure that out. Grave in the chat says, I'm scared to death of Lyme disease. I live in the Northeast, higher risk factor. Yeah, that's true. That's where I got it, in Farmington, New Hampshire. Farmington is kind of like near Rochester, so sometimes I say Rochester, but yeah, that's where I got it. It was in New Hampshire. New Hampshire is so small anyway, like all the places are the same. It's interesting, Grave, I don't know how much you've read about this, but one of the theories about why it's so prevalent in the Northeast, I read this book called Lab 257, probably also like 8 or 9 years ago, so I don't know what new information, if any, has come to light since that. But one of the conspiracy theories about Lyme being prevalent in the Northeast is because apparently, like, U.S. government working on like some kind of like biological weapon on Plum Island had all these like containment procedures. Hurricane came through, destroyed the facilities, and right? It was an interesting read. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Like, if y'all wanna, I'll stick around for like maybe 5 more minutes if y'all wanna go in the chat and ask some questions. But that is kind of the intention of this video, and just wanted to give a message to y'all who are here to say, hey, I'm back from a long break. Regular video posting will resume. because I still have a lot of like products and stuff that I have gotten from companies that I still need to make videos about. And I have recorded a bunch of videos that I have yet to post. So twice a week is still what I'm thinking. I could potentially go more because of this live broadcast feature, because it's so simple to just hit broadcast from my phone. I record all my videos. By the way, I don't know if anyone knows, I record all my videos from my phone. So, and someone told me when I smile I look like Timothy Leary. Like, you can pull up a photo. If you Google image search Timothy Leary smiling. But yeah, I record all my videos on my phone. So this live broadcast feature is amazing. So potentially even more a week. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. But so I'm gonna roll back in and do at least a month and a half. So like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks of 2 videos a week. Probably just schedule them out and then see what happens from there. I am really interested in posting more personalized content on Patreon. So patreon.com/Steve Cronin. Not the official announcement because there's like no one on it right now, but I'll roll that out next week. And yeah, that's it for now. So it's got some chats. Grave says, I wouldn't doubt it. U.S. government always up to all sorts of crazy shit. I don't know what does YouTube feel about cussing? I don't even know. I watch a lot of YouTube videos where mostly about Star Wars and stuff. Like, I had this YouTuber pulled up. His name is Mike Zero. Zeroh, and it's titled Star Wars The Last Jedi. Rey, is she the reincarnated first Force user? So I watch nerdy stuff all day, not people who cuss. Grave was talking about the response to Lyme disease. T. Nemeth says, used to work for Hazmat for the government. They're crazy stuff. Interesting. I would love to hear more about that, actually. Jason says, glad to see you back. Any product reviews up and coming? Yeah, sure. I'll give you a little tease. Give me just a second. So I got sent this. They probably want this back. I got loaned this. This is only part of it. It's called a Biomat 7000. I don't really know much about it, but I know that it's like really expensive. A lot of tech. So to tease, a lot of technology related reviews. I mean, I know my last 2 videos were about Kratom, but before that, I reviewed. What did I review? I don't remember. But I have a lot of tech-oriented reviews coming up that have to do with focus and productivity. So, and Michael says, "Welcome back. Just curious if you heard any info on the DEA's new search to make Cronin illegal." What? They're coming back with that? Man, this is a whole nother conversation, and maybe another personal video. But it's like, come on, man. I don't want to get political on this channel. That's not really what I want to do. Even though if you go back in time far enough, you will see some political videos. I wonder if I should make those unlisted. But I think in regards to nootropics, it's relevant, right? I'm of the opinion that, the whole idea of biohacking is taking charge of your own health and having a government that is people aren't smart enough to take charge of their own health, therefore we're going to make stuff like Kratom illegal, or in different or in the UK, remember the Psychoactive Substances Act I made a video about? Thankfully that didn't go through, but it's why? It's kind of crappy to think if I take these nootropics and they're super illegal, maybe Schedule 1, although in the US I don't really think any nootropics are Schedule 1. I think modafinil's Schedule 4. Then you can get jail time for that. It's what? It's weird. So Michael says exactly. It's we're children. Yeah. So it's a very libertarian approach or view on. But I think I'm willing to be a little open about that, because I think that we can at least have a conversation about do we have the right as human beings to decide what we put in our own bodies? If I want to take nootropics, should I have another group of people or a government be no, don't do that? And if you do, we'll either fine you or put you in jail. Oh, really? So, but yeah, save us from ourselves, right? Save us from ourselves. Okay, dudes, that's it for now. 20 minutes, pretty good chat. Thanks for sticking with. Hope to see y'all on a Patreon and Thursday. So, videos at the latest will resume on Tuesday, go back to a Tuesday, Thursday schedule for like 6 weeks, and then bump it up accordingly. That's it for now, guys. Thanks a lot.